Hello, gore horrors and fellow deadites, and welcome to Our Life in Horror. We are a horror movie podcast with a gore-filled side of news, physical media, and everything spooky. My name is Brennan, a horror addict since birth, and with me always is my horror queen, Sam.
Hi guys, we're Our Life in Horror. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and our email is ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com. We're also on Patreon, where we do bonus episodes, after-hours shows. We've got a Discord where we all chat. Shout out to our Patreon members, Sean, Miki, Bo, AJ, Rob, and Kayla. Thank you for subscribing. Just us today.
Yeah.
Just us.
Just us.
A little laid back, relaxed.
Yeah. Easy going. We got to record when we want to record.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
And we do polls for our Patreons too, because our Patreon members picked this movie.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we put up a poll for Yummy and DEATHGASM.
And they picked DEATHGASM.
Yeah, no one picked Yummy.
I know, it kind of sucks. I wanted to see that one too.
I know. I'm wondering if it's not well known enough.
Could be.
Yeah, because I didn't even know what it was when you picked it up at the convention.
I didn't know either. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee as well.
That's okay. Yeah, but I'm excited they picked DEATHGASM because I really wanted to see it.
Me too.
Yeah, and the second one is going to be coming out, so...
Yeah, is the Kickstarter still up?
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I should have looked that up.
I hope they bring back the original cast anyways.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do.
Yeah.
What have you watched this week? Because I think we both have a long list.
Yes.
So if you want to go over yours first.
So on top of the ones that I'm going to mention, I also watched 2 other movies, but I'm not going to speak of those 2 movies yet because they might be involved with next week's episode.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that at the end of the episode.
Yes. So I picked a doozy of a stack to bring upstairs this week. All of them were almost 2 hours. Well, majority of them were over 2 hours long.
Yeah, you're what's the word? I don't know what that word is.
I don't know. You tell me.
Never mind.
But surprisingly...
It's going to come to me in the middle of the episode. I'm going to be like, blah, blah, blah.
Surprisingly, though, I did make it through all of them except for one.
Yeah. Ambitious.
Oh, ambitious. Yes, my ambitious list. I know. So I'm going to start out with... I rewatched Terrifier 2.
Yeah, what did you think on your second time?
I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I still had a really fun time with it.
I enjoyed it the first time, and I want to rewatch it eventually. It's just the length of it.
Yeah, I watched it and, I was dozing off at the 2-hour mark, essentially.
Yeah.
Or about an hour 50. And then I was like, you came and woke me up. I literally fell asleep for 30 seconds. And then you came and woke me up. And I'm like, okay, I'm leaving the rest for tomorrow. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good. The practical effects still hold up. And I love Art. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's a really good villain.
Yeah. Are we going back and forth?
No, you can just...
Keep going? Keep rolling? I watched the original Ju-Un, The Grudge.
Okay. What'd you think of that?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of jumps. Sorry, Bruce is in...
Bruce, stop making all that noise. We're recording.
There's a couple of jump scares that aren't... most of them, they're reused. But
Okay.
there's a couple jump scares that weren't reused in the remake. So those actually got me.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
You liked it better than Ringu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely gave it a higher rating than Ringu.
Okay.
I also watched David Cronenberg / Stephen King's The Dead Zone.
What'd you think of that?
It's good. I feel like I've seen it before.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen it, or at least clips of it. So, yeah, it's a good watch. It's not exactly horror per se, but it's good.
Okay.
I revisited Jordan Peele's Nope for the first time since we saw it in the
Drive-in. What'd you think?
I still really liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything's just as effective, essentially, as it was. The cinematography, I thought, was really, 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 really good in this. I really love the scene with, the jean jackets over the house in the rainstorm. And you just see the pools of water, but then it's, blood inside, pouring rain in on the house.
Okay.
Really love that shot.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it was hard to see in theaters
That's the thing of the drive-in. The quality isn't as great.
Yeah.
But it's a fun experience.
Yeah, definitely. And then I watched The Wailing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so good.
Bruce is just always making so much noise.
He's thirsty.
Yeah, you really liked it?
Yeah, I loved it. I think it was great.
Okay.
I think it was fantastic.
I might have to give that one a shot one day.
I definitely...
Dude, you need to stop making noise. Holy crap. Drive me up the wall.
You should watch it. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's got like the Exorcist vibes with Train to Busan vibes. All kinds of stuff.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's lengthily though, but
I know that's...
watch it in 2 parts.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it one night. Like, take 2 nights to watch it.
Yeah. Watch like an hour 15 and then watch another hour 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give it a watch.
Okay.
Okay. What did you watch?
I've got a long list.
Is it longer than mine? Well, mine would have been 2 movies longer if I would have brought them up. But.
Yeah, it's longer than yours because I watched Anyone But You. New Sydney Sweeney rom-com.
Oh, yeah. You watched all those rom-coms this week.
5 stars. I loved it. I watched it, and then I almost turned it back on to watch again.
Oh, really?
Right after. And then I decided to put something else on because I was like, okay, give it a week. But I'll probably watch it. Yeah, you know what? I was PMSing. I watched a bunch of rom-coms. I also watched After and After We Collided. It's a 5-movie series that is based off books. So I watched those 2. I'm going to get back into them probably.
Yep.
They're all right. Not bad. I watched No Way Up, which is the plane crash shark movie.
Yes.
I liked it.
That's where they're underwater, right?
Yes. Minimal shark. Like, you don't see the sharks a lot.
Okay.
At all. I'm actually trying to think if I saw them at all. I saw maybe once.
That can be either a good or a bad thing.
I think it was good. Because the gore was pretty good. And I just like the survival story of them trying to get back up. Because, they're stuck underwater, essentially, in a plane. Which is... Plane crashes terrify me, and sharks terrify me. So, it's a good
all
mix.
in one.
Yeah. And I almost cried. Or I did cry.
You said it was super sad.
I think I did cry. Again, PMSing. But someone on X, I keep wanting to say Twitter, someone on X did agree with me that they almost teared up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then I watched Wrong Turn 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I threw on right after Anyone But You, because I was like, okay, maybe switch up the genre. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of fun kills in that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since we watched it. Because we reviewed the whole series years ago.
Yep.
On Instagram, which it's a long way to scroll down if you want to find those. But
yeah, you can just tell the quality, like the graininess, the over grain in that movie is just wild. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they did that just on purpose, but it makes it look so much worse than probably what it should look like.
Yeah, and it's the first one is just so good, so it's so hard to top that.
Yeah.
This one was definitely, I don't know. It's definitely a step down, but the kills were really good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Just in the amount that they throw everything at you in the sequel.
Yeah.
Everything they would probably wish they could have shown in the first one, they're we're going full tilt
in
the second. We're just going to release it unrated.
Yeah.
And straight to DVD.
Yeah. I really do like it, though.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch. What else? I kind of skipped here. No Way Up. I watched The Ledge. I liked it. I liked the storyline. It was good, but there's some really over the top acting coming from a couple of these characters, like the main villain and one of the girls. Oh, that was a little irritating, but I like survival stories though, so I still got sucked into it.
Yeah.
It came out a few months before Fall, and they have very similar storylines.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, with the whole, girl going to conquer this mountain and her loved one like passed away or whatever, and she's doing it in honor of him. That's the exact same thing in Fall. Like, yeah. So I was kind of surprised to see them coming out right after another. Fall is way better. It's the Ledge isn't as like anxiety inducing.
Yeah, from what I saw, I wasn't too thrilled.
No,
I watched like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch it from the beginning. It's still a decent story. It's okay.
Okay.
I watched Joyride 2, which everyone knows is not as good as the first one, but it goes a little more gory. A little more slasher.
A little more gore, or like, I figured it would be a lot more gore.
Well, compared to the first one, yeah.
Yeah, true.
And then I watched Love is Blind. I'm all caught up on that.
Nice.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for new episodes. And then I started the show Couple to Thruple.
Yep, which I watched about a minute of last night
and walked out.
And said I'm leaving.
It was so good. I'm so invested to the point where I don't even care about Love is Blind anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, I just need more Couple to Thruple. It's very... I don't know if anyone listening watches reality TV, but it's very Are You the One meets Temptation Island, but with polyamory.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good. It's really good.
Okay.
If you're into that shit, go watch it. That's it. That's my long list.
It's a good mixture of both, I guess.
Yeah, I've been binging a lot during the days of like the TV shows because I have shorter days at work right now. We're slow, and I'm taking a day off here and there, so
yeah.
That's probably why my list is so long. Physical media. What did you collect?
I do got some stuff. So I got some Valentine's gifts that came in from you, finally.
I know, they came in late. There's still one we're waiting on.
Yeah, that's true.
Hasn't even shipped.
Yeah. I wonder if that was a pre-order.
I don't think so. I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah. So you got me a found footage movie called Megan is Missing.
Yes, I'm excited for that one.
Me too. I'm very curious because the first two I'm going to mention were just recommendations off this YouTube channel I watch, and he does a segment or a video called Blu-rays You Should Own.
Okay.
And he basically just picks like random movies from his lists that are either not on streaming anymore or they're kind of not lost movies, but they're movies that like kind of came and went really quick and nobody talked about, but he thinks they should be talking about more.
Okay.
So he brought up Megan is Missing, and I've seen it on a few actual most like disturbing lists. So I was like, okay, we'll do that. So I threw that at the top of my list. And you basically, through my wish list, you just picked like the top ones you saw, and that was it.
Because they're the ones that have been on my watch list.
Yeah.
Well, Megan is Missing, and then Scream Queen, which we talked about last week.
Okay.
Those were both on my watch list. So I was like, well, we're getting those. And then this one just, I took the cover and the title. You didn't announce.
Yeah, so you also got me Amusement, which apparently he said was on Netflix for the longest time. And he said
take a look.
He said he was scrolling through Netflix one day and just saw the cover and was like, okay, turned it on, and he said he liked it. He said he liked it a lot.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so I guess we'll see how much it is on Amazon. And I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. I'll put it on my wish list, and maybe eventually down the road I'll get it. And then you picked it up.
Yep.
So then today we went and saw Bo.
Yeah, our good old friend Bo.
Good old friend Bo. We haven't seen him in a long time. So
Critic After Dark on Instagram.
Yes.
And Mrs. Critic After Dark is his wifey.
Yes. So we spent probably, close to an hour talking to Bo, probably?
I know, we always go and chat for a bit.
Yeah, so I picked up Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which had been out for a while, and he's told me about it for a while, and I just had the hardest time trying to go get to see him. So finally got to pick this up. I'm excited to... I'm actually probably going to watch some of the special features. And then this other movie, which is a straight to... I don't know if it was released or not, but it seems to me like it's a straight to Blu-ray. It's called Cat Person.
I was intrigued by the trailer when we talked about the trailer on the podcast a long time ago.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I knew we talked about it, I think.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a college student goes on an awkward first date with some guy, and always a cute older guy who just so happens to be a cat person, but their relationship sours and the red flags pile up. Margaret begins to believe that Robert is a crazed murderer and intent on killing her. So yeah, I think it sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it, and I was in Walmart the one day, and I was just looking, and I'm like, what the fuck is Cat Person? So I picked it up, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, that actually sounds kind of good. I wonder if Bo had it or not. So messaged Bo, and he's like, is this the movie you're talking about? I'm like, because I couldn't remember like what it was called. I'm like, Cat Dude or Cat Thing or something like that. All I knew is Cat was in the title, so yeah.
And I forgot to plug our YouTube because I have to add that to our intro now. And I'm going to forget probably for the next month because it's not going to stick. Yeah. So we have a YouTube channel out now. We only have one video out, and then I put up our interviews from the podcast.
Yep.
Video's not great.
It's our first video.
It's our first video.
Let's be real. We weren't great at podcasting when we started.
No, I know. I'm just... I hate watching myself on video now. Like, before it was like, oh, I hate hearing my voice, and now that doesn't bother me anymore. Yep. But now I'm like, I have to look at my face, too.
Your beautiful face.
It's so awkward.
Yeah, that's one thing, too. Like, I wish, when we were talking to Bo about it today, I kind of wish that we weren't able to see what our faces look like. Like, we're going to do a video this afternoon.
Yes, because you're going to start doing... Well, we're going to do, like, unboxing videos, and you're going to start showing off stuff from your collection and, like, stuff that comes in.
Yeah.
So all the stuff that we named here, you're going to do a video on today of showing it off.
Yeah, but I'm going to have it set up so the camera isn't facing me, like, in selfie mode.
Okay, so you can't see yourself?
Yep.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fine.
But, yeah, so that's exciting news as well. But that's all I picked up this week.
Okay. And, what's next? I'm all flustered. Horror news.
Horror news.
Horror news.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of news, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I only have like not even a full page of news. So we'll start out with some trailers. I think there was some good ones and some bad ones in this week's list. I got 5 trailers to talk about. Okay. We're gonna start out with stop motion because that's the one I'm most curious to know your opinion on.
This one looks like a trip.
Yeah.
It looks like there's going to be some body horror in it too. Yeah. Which I would watch that like soon. That's on Shudder?
It will be on Shudder, yeah.
I thought it was already. When does it come out?
I don't know.
I just saw Mark Loves Horror posted a review and I didn't look at it because we haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, maybe I should have read the beginning of his review. I just didn't want... I don't think he spoils in his, but... Shout out to Mark Loves Horror. Everyone go follow him. But yeah, I think it was coming to Shudder or is on Shudder. What do you think of the trailer?
I think it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I am so excited. I think I really like stop motion animation as well. Like I like the looks of it. Mm-hmm. So I'm very curious. I'm always excited when somebody does it like super well. So yeah, this is definitely going to go on my watch list. I'm actually scrolling Shudder right now to see if it's on here, but I don't see it yet.
You know what just made me really happy?
What?
I just looked at the time thinking it was like 3 o'clock. It's only 1:30.
Ooh.
We got the whole day ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. It's not on Shudder yet.
Okay.
So you gotta wait.
Okay.
Suitable Flesh is on here, though. I really want to watch that.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things.
Yeah. I think I'm going to watch it this week.
Okay.
Do you want to watch it?
We'll see. We'll see what night you're watching it and what mood I'm in.
Okay.
So
let's talk about T-Blockers, which is the other trailer we watched.
That's the Aussie one, right?
Yeah, it's about the it's literally trans slasher meets kind of like the new Black Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah. I might give it a shot.
I don't have very much interest in this
I
movie.
didn't think you would.
Yeah. It's not even because of its content. It's just
doesn't interest you. Yeah.
Doesn't interest me.
Yeah. See, I like Aussie movies, but also a queer movie is always fun. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I gotta see what mood I'm in.
Okay.
See if it pops up for me again and it sparks my interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you watch it and go, oh my god, that was like the best slasher I've ever seen, like maybe I'll check it out.
Then you might watch it and still not like it.
Maybe. We'll see.
I know.
Who knows?
I was kind of intrigued by the clip we watched because we accidentally put a clip on instead of the trailer, and you were right away like not interested, and I was kind of intrigued by the clip.
I didn't want to watch a scene from the movie.
No, I get that, and I kind of got sucked in and forgot we were not watching a trailer. I was just watching it. I'm kind of intrigued. The characters look fun and stuff. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it could be fun. But yeah, it's just something that's not right up my alley.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's talk about the trailer Peter Rabbit.
I have very low hopes for this.
It looks awful. I'm going to be straight up. It looks awful.
It reminded me of that Easter Bunny movie we watched.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
the Easter Bunny Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did not enjoy that.
No.
That was not a movie for me.
I actually prefer the Bunny Rabbit in Easter Bunny Massacre than I do with this one.
Yeah,
just
me
because
too.
these are just like the Purge masks, essentially. You know how the Purge have like the lights on their face and
The neon lights, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, the acting looks pretty rough.
Yep.
The gore's probably
Could be a good bad movie though.
could be. It could be. I
Can't
don't.
knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be jumping out of the seats to go see this movie though.
No.
2 more trailers. We got Sting.
This looks good.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, oh my god, that one scene in the trailer where she was like paralyzed by it and it was going in her mouth.
Yep.
Oh, that scene got me. Yeah.
You know, they say you eat 10 spiders a year.
Yeah, I don't like that saying. I don't know who's saying that, but they need to shut up.
It's a fact. This movie looks it looks awesome.
And that's the second trailer dropped for a spider movie. Like, we're getting Infested, too.
Yeah, Infested is foreign, so I don't know what kind of...
Did the trailer drop for that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it, yeah.
I don't know what kind of theatrical release we're going to get for that here, but Sting looks like a mainstream
Yeah.
kind of movie.
I think I would probably go see that.
I'd go see both of those Spider movies.
Yeah, I would too, but like you said, we don't know if we're getting a release.
Yeah. I like the idea that this spider is just getting like bigger and bigger, and by the end of the trailer, it's almost like the size of like Max, like our dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a huge dog.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. And then the last trailer, which you jumped out of, we watched Something in the Water.
I don't like to finish trailers if I'm really interested in the movie sometimes.
Yep.
I'm very interested in this movie.
I threw this on. I saw it this week. It dropped. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to have to talk about that one. Because Sam... I'm like, it's right up Sam's alley. And then when I was writing the trailers down, I forgot to put it on. And then I was scrolling through the news. And I'm like, oh yeah, Something's in the Water. I'm like, I added another trailer. And you looked at me and you were like, really? You added another trailer? And I'm like, yes, but it's for you. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I did. I like the trailer a lot. Bunch of girlfriends going out in the water and getting attacked by sharks. That's my jam right there.
They're a wedding party.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yep. Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah.
As long as they don't do what they did with that one shark movie that you had me watch the other day.
With the Discovery Channel clips.
Yeah. I just hope... I fucking hate that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I understand why they do it, but no.
I like the scene in the trailer where the girl, like, just gets, like, shocked. Like, and she doesn't even realize what happened until she looks down.
Yeah.
Because, like... I don't know, you always think about what would happen if, like, you got shot or you got stabbed, like, the shock that comes in first.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, just, that scene was really well done. I like that.
Shock and then adrenaline, and, yeah, you got no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I'd sit down and watch that one, too.
Okay.
So that's all of our trailers. We'll move into our little bit of news that we have here. Hayden Panettiere will be starring in a new thriller from Lionsgate titled Amber Alert.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, somebody's excited.
I am excited. And then I saw people posting that there's movies already like this, and that they posted them, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen any of these movies, so I'm excited.
I hope her name is Amber. I hope it has like a double play. Like, alert, Amber, there's somebody in your house, and then it's like, Amber Alert. What's an Amber Alert? Is that what
it's when a child goes missing. And so I saw the description. They're going to get notifications on their phones about an Amber Alert, and then they realize that the description of the car is in front of them.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's what I read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, I like her too.
It's just so weird that she's was gone since Saw 4, and then since Saw 6 has come out, now she's having a resurgence.
She went through a lot. Because she was in Nashville too, right? But then she's dealt with a lot of postpartum depression and a lot of stuff, because I'm pretty sure that's happened to her character in Nashville too. I haven't watched that in so long. It's such a good show. But she could relate to it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure she's been through a lot of shit.
Okay.
So.
Good thing she took a breather then.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sideshow, the toy company, is releasing a 1/6 scale Beetlejuice, and it looks awesome.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Sideshow, the toy company, is releasing a 1/6 scale sized Beetlejuice.
Cool.
Yeah, looks really cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. I didn't show you. Also, speaking of Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton is saying that this film is all old school practical effects with Beetlejuice.
Perfect.
Yeah, he says that if there's very little CGI in it.
Good.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought too.
That's what we want to hear. I'm excited for it.
Lionsgate is planning to reboot new versions of American Psycho and The Dead Zone.
I saw American Psycho because people were posting, who would you want to star in it? And
as Patrick, I want to say it's Patrick Bateman is the lead. Is the American Psycho.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
it's on my watch list. I actually might watch it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. I know the premise, and I know he's kind of crazy, so I kind of know who I want to star in it.
Who?
Bill Skarsgård, I think, would do good.
I don't think he's got that yuppie look.
And then someone also posted Jacob Elordi, and I can kind of see that too.
Who's Jacob Elordi?
He's in Saltburn, and he's the guy whose dick explodes in the Mortuary Collection.
I could see that.
Spoiler alert.
He's Euphoria, right?
Yeah, Euphoria.
Oh yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah,
actually.
That's kind of who that's the first person I thought of, and then people were posting Bill Skarsgård, and I was like, maybe.
See, he just doesn't have that. He doesn't even have that Christian Bale look to him, you know?
Yeah.
And the other guy does.
Jacob Elordi would, yeah. I'm just thinking of Bill Skarsgård's range, I guess. But
that's true.
But I still think Jacob Elordi would be really good. I haven't even seen the movie, and I'm judging. I've seen trailers, and I know what it's about. I've seen memes. I've seen. Yeah.
It's such a memeable movie.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see them redoing a Dead Zone.
That's the one you said you just watched?
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty dated, I guess. I'd like to see a new version with social media tie-ins and stuff like that, and how viral the person would go.
Yeah.
Legendary actress Barbara Crampton will be joining the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game as a playable survivor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she also did a voice for another video game that released earlier. But, yeah, I think that was cool. I haven't even touched the game since its release.
Yeah.
And the last bit of news I have is also video game related. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the video game, has officially announced a release date. The game will be available for all consoles and PC June 4th, and it will be available for pre-order and early access at the end of the month.
You gonna play it?
This is so hard, because probably not.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They're all the same game.
Yeah.
They're just survivors playing against villains, and you have to escape.
Just different characters.
Just different characters. They should really combine all these games into one.
Yeah.
They really should. That would be such a licensing nightmare. But how good would it be if you could play as Ash, and then you could have Tommy Jarvis, and then maybe you could have
some clowns.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode
Yeah.
as playable survivors. You could do Nancy Thompson from, Nightmare on Elm Street, like as like these legendary, and you could all face off against Jason or Freddy or Leatherface. Like you could have multiple or some killer clowns.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be so like tonally different, but like, or you could just have it where like you can select, like this game mode is just going to be the killer clowns, and this game mode is going to be just Leatherface, and this game mode is just going to be Jason. But you can like have the multiple survivors could be played throughout the different games. So like you could have Ash or those other.
Or you can have still play against all the villains, but you can pick different sets to locations.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah. It just sucks that they just all come out differently. Like, I've bought one of these games and I played it for how long? How long did I play the Evil Dead game for?
Not long.
Probably about 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I've never touched it again because they just canceled they're not supporting it anymore. So like the game's like it's not unplayable, but
nothing new comes out.
What's that?
Nothing new comes out.
Yeah, nothing new comes out. They'll eventually shut down the online servers. So now it's just like, why did I even get that? Thank God we didn't buy like the ultimate like collector's edition for that game. I think I would have been more upset if I did. Although the ultimate collector's set came with like a lot of cool stuff, but yeah. But yeah, that's all the news I got.
All right, we're skipping our game today because we just didn't really have time to prepare it.
Yeah, we didn't.
And we're recording a video later, and I have to learn how to use a film editing program.
And we're gonna W the dogs.
Yes, we have to go on a WALK. So we're doing DEATHGASM.
DEATHGASM with all capital letters because lowercase is for pussies.
Yeah. What you said. That's definitely one of my memorable lines.
I just thought that was the best way to introduce it.
6.3 on IMDb, 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Two teenage boys unwittingly summon an ancient evil entity known as the Blind One by delving into black magic while trying to escape their mundane lives. Initial release was March 14th, 2015. Director is Jason Lee Howden. Production budget said $200,000 and worldwide box office $14,685.
I'm sorry, how much was the budget?
$200,000.
Ouch.
Pretty sure he won a contest or something. I'm gonna have to look at my fun facts after.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can look it up now. I have it here. The film won the 2013 Make My Horror Movie contest and received a $200,000 prize to go towards production, which took place in mid-2014.
For the movie only costing $200,000, this movie looks good.
Yeah. I'm just reading. Okay. All right, and then the cast, we have James Blake, Kimberly Crossman, Milo Cawthorn. I'll just leave it at that, the three of them. There's a couple others. I'm just having a hard time.
Sam Berkley is Dion.
Right. And then Tim Foley and Nick Hoskins Smith. There's a pretty big cast.
Yeah, it's an ensemble, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So spoiler-free thoughts. What'd you think of this movie?
I had a lot of fun with this movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. We picked this one up. I've heard of DEATHGASM before, but we picked this up at Frightmare a couple years ago from Raven Banner distributors with its limited slipcover release. So that's why I picked it up, essentially. Because the slipcover is fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we just never got around to watching it. And I am very happy we did watch it. I do have some issues with the movie. Okay. But for the most part, it's nothing even glaring. Like, nothing. It's just, like, my own personal critique, which I would change. But this movie is a really, really good time. It's funny. It's gory. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I had fun with it, too. I was really tired last night, but I've been thinking about it all day, and I'm like, no, that was actually a really fun movie. I think on a second watch, I might have more fun with it now that I know what to expect.
You laughed a lot last night.
I did. I was laughing out loud.
Yeah.
And I like the whole, like, I don't know. It's very metal, and it's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll get into spoilers then. Describe this movie in 3 words.
Funny, gory, and metal.
It's the first time we're 3 for 3.
Oh, really?
I didn't say gory, though. I said bloody. But yeah, metal, bloody, funny.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious. Favorite character?
I put Brody, the lead, but I also put Dion,
Okay.
the D&D player.
Okay.
I just thought he was funny, and there's no fucking way in hell that actor is a high schooler.
True.
I just thought he was funny, and I was upset. I was upset when he wasn't exactly featured in the film as much as I thought he was going to be. Mm-hmm. But Brody's a really good character. He's complex. Yeah, I like his overall story.
Okay. I put Brody too. I just really liked him. You can tell he's like a good friend, and
he's the metalhead with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also put Medina down though because her personality sort of reminds me of me. Here I am in my big pink sweater, but I'll listen to Rob Zombie later.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's probably a Gemini. Like super girly, but then has that like. She wants to get in. She isn't into metal in the beginning, but she gets into it. Obviously, she changes her whole look. But yeah. I don't know. She just personality reminded me of myself.
Yeah, that's like mine too. Like I'll go from like Five Finger Death Punch to Aqua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or show tunes.
Not so much in the show tunes, but I'll go see them.
Yeah. You listen to like. Footloose in the car too, or
that's not a show. That's not a musical. Though.
I'm saying, like,
I'm
not saying it's a show tune. I'm just naming another.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that song.
Least favorite character?
Ooh, this was hard.
This was hard.
I put Zach down.
Yeah.
With a question mark.
I did too. With the question mark. We have the exact same notes. I just copied you.
we watched this in bed, which is the first time we've done notes. I think second time.
In bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could probably see all my notes. So maybe you did copy me.
No, I didn't copy you.
Uh-huh.
I was focusing on my own.
Zach, I don't even think's redeemed by the end of the movie.
I know.
Personally.
See, he's not my number 1 least favorite, though. I put Brody's cousin.
Oh, I did too, actually.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. David.
Yeah, and then also the evil people, like the people that are after the sheets, I guess. But like, yeah, Zach, man, like, what you doing to your bro?
Yep.
Like, don't. That's such a dick move.
Huge dick moves,
Yeah.
and he does multiple throughout the movie.
And he doesn't even seem like he cares after.
No.
Like he has no remorse.
Nope. And he just expects everything to be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say if you're looking for like the worst character of this movie, like absolute through and through worst, it's his cousin David.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah.
Best acting?
Milo Cawthorn and Kimberly Crossman.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a good duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few scenes where it's like, oh, you guys are really good.
Yeah. I would go with them too. Honestly, I didn't write anyone down for best or worst because I thought everyone did fine.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody that'd be worst. Probably. See, now I don't know who is who.
I know the IMDb photos are kind of confusing.
I'd say maybe Kate Elliott, Abigail. She's the cult leader's wife or whatever.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, she's a little. Even he's over the top, but like that's kind of the point of their characters, anyways.
Yeah. Score and soundtrack.
Heavy metal music in all of its beautiful glory is what I put down for the soundtrack.
Yeah, I also thought that the song that they play to summon the demons was reminded me of the song in Lords of Salem a little bit.
Yep, for sure. Mm-hmm. I got those vibes. Although, I think this movie came out first.
So then Lords of Salem sounds like this.
Yeah, I think so. When did this come out?
2015.
Oh, it would be tight.
Yeah, I don't know when Lords of Salem was.
I don't know.
I love that movie, though, and I like the song. I think it's effective.
Yeah, I want to say 2016, 2017.
Okay.
But here's one of my issues with this movie is the demon voices. And I find all low-budget films do this with their demon voices. And it's the exact same. They all sound the exact same. half the time I can't understand what the fuck they're saying because they're so, like, washed with whatever modulator they're using to distort their voice.
Yeah.
And it fucking takes me right out.
Oh, okay.
Like, there was scenes at the end of the movie where they're battling the ultimate demon, and I couldn't understand a fucking word he said.
Yeah, I've got a little confused at times, too.
Yeah.
You almost need the subtitles.
Yeah, I know. I thought about putting them on, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really all I wrote. I like the metal music and the Lords of Salem vibes.
Yeah, that's all I put too. Yeah, the metal music in this movie is really good.
Mm-hmm. Cinematography.
The movie looks good. I put down I love the opening wild cartoon opening credits. And it also continues throughout most of the story. It's more so near the beginning. They have almost this... what TV show does that? Where they, like, do the character introductions with, like, cartoons and stuff. I can't remember. It just seems like it was like a Nickelodeon thing back when we were growing up.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
Yep. See?
Yeah.
See? But yeah, it's got those real vibes to it, except like with a metal rated R twist to it, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a gearing up Evil Dead montage taken when they're in the garage and they're getting all their weapons together. Just the quick cut, fast pacing, fast editing and stuff. And surprisingly, there's some really nice aerial shots. There's a shot where it like goes from the back of the house over the house in this weird kind of way with a drone, and it looks really good. Yeah. So yeah, I'm impressed. For $200,000, this movie looks good.
Yeah. I also commented on the opening credits. I liked all the cartoonies. There was like some guys like intestines coming out, and
a dude playing with a giant dildo guitar.
Yeah. And all those things come to play later.
Yep.
And then I wrote down the fun editing. It was I didn't know how to describe it, but now that we've talked about it, the Ned's Classified School Survival Guide, It's exactly it. And I actually loved it. It makes it so much fun.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
And, like, when they introduce a character, like, they pop up in a doodle, and then, like, their name is underneath. And
yeah. Their name's written out in, like, a metal kind of way.
Yeah.
There's another movie that's like that, and it's called Attention. And it stars a Nickelodeon star. But I can't remember who it is, and I don't know what Detention's all about, but I really want to watch that one, too.
Favorite costumes and outfits?
I really like the Kiss makeup that they do.
Yep, I wrote that too.
The Kiss inspired makeup.
Yep. Did I tell you I was a Kiss member for Halloween when I was little?
No.
Did I show you a photo?
Who'd you go out as?
I didn't even pick a person. I just like did random Kiss makeup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't choose a pinpointed person.
I thought you might have done the cat guy.
No.
You know, the guy that's like almost like the whiskers.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I don't remember what mine was. I might have just done a big star around my eye or something. Like I didn't know back then.
No, okay.
But my girlfriend Jess and I both dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same.
That's cool.
So fucking random. My dad probably put that on me.
Probably.
He's probably like, you know, it'd be really cool, Sam. Yeah, cool for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I also have down Billy the bullies wear cleats while they're beating up Brody. Did you notice that?
No.
They're wearing soccer cleats.
Oh.
When they're beating him up.
Oh.
And I'm like, why?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Other than that, like all the metal outfits are sweet.
Yeah, I wrote down like his denim vest in the beginning, and I like Medina's hair. She's got like the pink in it.
Does she?
Very subtly, yeah. Because she's blonde, right? And there's like little strips of pink in it. It's really pretty. I liked her flower dress a lot. And then when she comes back in Zach's coat and she looks all metal, I was like, yeah, girl. And then I wrote down the Kiss makeup too. Memorable lines. We can go back and forth.
Okay. I'm on the wrong piece of paper. Let's see. Brody, I'm warning you, stop playing that devil music.
It reminds me of Detroit Rock City, the mom.
Oh, it reminds me of Tenacious D.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
In the Pick of Destiny? No. It's the Jack Black. You know Jack Black has a band called Tenacious D, right?
I just know he was in School of Rock.
You've never seen Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny?
No, I didn't watch a whole lot of him.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. I highly recommend you watch it. It's funny.
I'm going to skip my first one because you said it in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
All spelled in capitals, lowercase for pussies. I have, well, thank you for considering the well-being of my tits.
Okay. He has an engine for a head. I don't think he'll be walking this one off.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, when the guy says, I can see you, and he's holding his eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. This is when the cult leader kills the one guy, and she's like, now who doesn't have a gag reflex?
Yeah, I wrote that too. I have you were axing for this, Medina.
Oh, when she wants the saying, I like that too. She's like, I was trying to think of a cool, like, punchline.
It's like, you should have just said that.
Yeah. I have, hey, coctopus, you win.
I didn't even catch on to that one. I didn't hear that. I must have missed it.
Zach says it. Actually,
Oh, okay.
Zach says my next three.
Okay. I have I'm Gonna Eat Your Soul because it's just like the Deadites.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at whipping guys off, bro.
Yep. I have He's Chaotic Neutral and You're Lawful Good.
Yeah, you laugh fucking hard at that.
It's because I've played D&D before. Any D&D joke I will cackle at.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like a hardcore fan of D&D or anything. I've played a few times with my family because my family is super hardcore into it. So we've like played. But I thought it was hilarious.
My last one is when Zach, then they have their quick falling out there and he's getting ready to leave. He's like, death to false metal. And then he just walks out like he's like some kind of king shit.
Yeah. Did you have lines disliked?
No, actually I didn't.
Yeah, me neither. What's your favorite kill? There's quite a few.
This is hard.
Want me to tell you yours? Mine?
Yeah.
Mine is probably the ant with the dildos going through her ear, and then the rabbit is still spinning.
Yep.
And then Medina when she axes the guy in half.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's a guy that gets a chainsaw in the ass. Yeah. Like right up the ass.
Yeah.
And then I also like Zach's dad head crushed with the engine.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those two would probably be my favorite of in the whole movie. You already said the ant kill with the two dildos. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I love when they're like whipping them around.
Oh, yeah.
And then he pulls out the fucking anal beads and everything.
Yeah.
Using them like
He's
nunchucks.
I'm pretty sure those are prayer beads. I like how the box says church stuff.
I know. Like, oh my god, the churchiest couple.
Yeah.
And they've got this whole box under.
It's usually how it goes. Put it in a box in the closet and forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Least favorite kill? I couldn't think of one. I was really trying to think of one.
I put Dion because it was so out of left field.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
like,
that's true.
I wasn't even like super invested in him, but I was like, oh, not Dion.
I know. I kind of thought they were all gonna survive.
I did too.
Dumb, but
once everybody started once the core four of the band started to die off, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I know. I was like, they're not in the next movie.
Because I thought Dion would have been a cool character to bring back.
Yeah. Gore factor and special effects.
Oh boy, it looks awesome.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it.
Yeah, so like out of this budget, they spent $190,000 on the special effects probably.
Yeah.
Because they look great in all of its bloody gore awesomeness. I do have a couple, like even when Brody gets like beat up and he has like the shiner and stuff, it still looks really good.
Yeah.
Even the little details look really good. And his cut that he gets on his hand it looks very realistic.
When they rip his earring out.
Yep.
His ear's all sliced.
Yeah, gross. The only issue I have is when they decide to actually introduce some of the CGI aspects. So there's the uncle is turning, like, you know when they start first playing the song and his eyes start to go bonkers back and forth. It just doesn't look great.
That didn't take me out.
It didn't take me out either, but I was like, yeah, that could have looked better, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And also I wish there was different variations on how the demons look. Like, this movie is such a tribute to, like, Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, there's Let me pull up a fun fact.
Oh.
It's actually the first Evil Dead, but...
Oh, sorry, Evil Dead one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Evil Dead franchise.
The movie concept is based on the first Evil Dead, 1981. Both movies are about teenagers who unknowingly summon demons, then both have to fight to survive and figure out a way to reverse the spell from the object that was used to release the curse in the first place.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, but, like, even in the Evil Dead movies, no two demons ever really look the same.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate that these demons they all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
They all have their eyes out and big shark-like teeth.
Yeah.
Have some variation. Don't be afraid to make them look a little different.
Yeah.
So that's probably my only other gripe with this movie.
Okay. I really liked the teeth. I wrote that down. The uncle projectile vomiting blood.
Yeah.
It's gross. The intestines falling out of the ant.
Yep.
I don't know, I thought everything looked pretty good.
Yeah. Even like the Haxon Sword lead singer gets a throat cut in the beginning of the movie. Looks really good. Yeah, ant's guts all over the floor. You said what's her name? Matilda? Medina. So when she cuts the guy's head in half, looks really good. Mm-hmm. The decapitation at the beginning is funny and looks good. Like, all the practical effects look great. Mm-hmm. It's just literally the only problems I have with this movie are like the demon effects.
Yeah. Storyline and pacing?
Okay, my other issue with this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. The cult. Mm-hmm. That all could have been cut from the movie.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I agree that it was funny as fuck. Like, it's one of my favorite scenes is from the cult scenario, but I just feel like it could have been cut from the movie and you could have just had them facing off against demons and it just would have worked just as fine.
Yep, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But other than that, I really like the story. Like, it's simple. It's just like Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2. It's the exact same.
Metal twist.
Yeah, with the metal fun twist to it. You know, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Pacing it, it's just the cult stuff that kind of just like bogs the film down a little, I think.
Yeah. I didn't write too much down, but I can agree with the whole cult aspect of it. I really liked all the characters, and I don't know, it was paced well. It's only an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think if we got rid of that stuff and then we focused maybe more on like the two other band members, it would have been a little bit better with them. Like, even though I really was upset when Dion died, I'd still like to have known more about Dion.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, let's get some more of them hanging out and developing this band, you know?
Yeah. Favorite scenes?
Well, as I said, the cult. The head cut off scene at the beginning of the movie was when the henchman comes back was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I wrote that down too.
Yeah, it just keeps escalating in how funny it is.
I know, because they have to do it again, and then you see the girl pop up from the table.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny too.
Yeah.
I wrote down when I think it was what's his name again? Is it Dion?
Dion?
Yeah, when he's like, do you want to do something badass? And then and they go and they're playing D&D.
Yeah. Brody's just sitting there like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
Oh my god, I thought that was so funny.
Yeah. Medina listens to metal for the first time and has like a euphoric experience.
She just like goes in out of world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote that one too. This is just something in the movie. In the trunk it says "bodies go here." I like that.
In the trunk?
In the trunk of their car, when they open the trunk, it's written in like spray paint or something, and it says "bodies go here."
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
The introduction of like the first demons. So like there's Brody's in the bathroom and he's like washing his hands, and then you see like this demon like literally like float over to him and start talking with the sunglasses on, talking about how he's gonna eat his soul and the devil's gonna roast his balls over an open fire while his balls are still attached, and then he like slides away and then he slides back to tell him another thing the devil's gonna do to him. I thought it was very funny and very Evil Dead.
Yeah, I liked it too. I like the tattoo conversation Medina was having with him on the park bench. It was so fucking random. Like, just starts pulling her dress down.
Yeah.
I'm like, that came out of nowhere.
I know, I thought it kind of came out of nowhere too, but I think from the beginning she was kind of like interested in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because she's dating his cousin who's a dick, and she knows he's a dick.
Yeah.
It's like, bullying's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex toy fight with the uncle and aunt.
Yeah.
Had to put that in there, so
Yeah.
that was great.
Let me see, because I wrote down some pointless stuff.
There's nothing pointless in your opinion.
Oh, when the teacher's writing on the whiteboard and then blood comes out of his shorts and the whole class is just watching him like, is he okay?
Yeah.
He just starts projectile vomiting blood all over the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene.
Yeah, that was good. I also really like David's kill, the cousin. I like that whole scene and interaction. David just walks in and he's all shook after seeing his parents died, and then Brody just gets up and cuts his head off, and he's like, dude, what'd you do? And he's like, what? He's possessed. He's like, you didn't hear him talking about Satan and the devil? He's like, no, I'm pretty sure, no, he said it. It's like, the guy was fine.
Yeah, I wrote that too. Oh, when he comes in with the chainsaw, but then he trips and falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
I like Zach wielding the double chainsaws at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. He does that slow-mo, like, I don't know, he just starts spinning and slicing all the demons' throats and cutting out their heads and stuff.
Yep. I like when Zach comes back to save them and Medina calls him out for putting on makeup first.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, so you stopped and applied makeup for 10 minutes and then came and saved us?
So, war paint.
Yeah.
I don't have any other favorite scenes. I was just trying to
That's it for me.
watch the movie, really, but this movie is really funny.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Did you have any least favorites?
I just gotta put the cult stuff.
Yeah.
Not like all the cult stuff, because
The beginning part was funny.
Yeah, and that was really like to the extent of its.
I didn't care about any of the cult stuff after that scene, to be honest.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to be more funny every time they were introduced, but it just ended up being less and less.
Yeah.
And less by the end of it. And less important, too, as it went on.
Yeah.
Like, I think they make this rule where the demons can't destroy the song lyrics, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But you can have them safeguarding it somewhere, and then you can have, like, an army of them, and then you could have had the band members have to fight through the waves in order to get to them. Mm-hmm. And that would have cut the whole cult leader shit out.
Yep.
In my opinion.
The killer.
The demons?
I guess so. We've talked about them already. I pretty much just wrote that they're just like Deadites.
Yeah, they're.
And I guess the main one at the end with the big horn head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they all look good. Like I said before, I just wish there was more variety to them, and I wish they didn't use that demon modulator voice thing on them. And but other than that, I think they're good.
Yeah. Scary rating out of 10.
I put a 2, but I'm going to change it to a 1.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 1 as well.
It's just so funny and gory.
Yeah. Rewatchability, and would you recommend?
I put 2 yeses to both. I definitely recommend this movie for everybody to go see, and I actually want to rewatch it without taking notes.
Yep, I agree with that. I'll probably rewatch it within this year.
Yeah.
Which says a lot for me because I don't rewatch movies much.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely recommend it too. I'm excited for the next one. And we'll get into our final movie reading. We rate our movies with emojis out of 5. 1 out of 5 is the poop emoji. Then we have an eye roll emoji, an okay emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and the 100 emoji. If you're somewhere in between, you can say a high thumbs up or a low thumbs up.
This is getting a high thumbs up from me.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. I was debating on a low 100.
I was too.
But now that you talked about the cult stuff.
The cult stuff and just the variations of demons.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, I could have got behind the cult stuff if they would have beefed up the demons a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Or if they, or vice versa. If they got rid of rid of the cult and just focus more on demons or something.
Yeah. I feel like if I do a rewatch on this, I might be able to bump my rating up a touch, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see too. Maybe with subtitles on too, so I can kind of hear near the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like that the end of the movie too, when they're talking about how Zach's speaking through the record about how hell's awesome, and it's just like a big party, and he's with the greatest rockers of all time, like Paul McCartney and stuff like that. I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
I forgot about that. Fun facts.
Fun facts.
The music.
In all capitals. Because lowercase is for pussies.
The music video where DEATHGASM is in the woods wearing face paint is a reference to the well-known for being bad music video Call of the Winter Moon by Immortal. There are rumors that if you play a muted DEATHGASM and Iron Maiden's Live After Death, I can't speak, simultaneously, it syncs up perfectly due to precise editing. The filmmakers have yet to comment on that, though. After obtaining the Hexen Sword record, Zach discovers that it's just a Rick Astley record. Astley's song Never Gonna Give You Up is widely used to trick people on the internet by leading them to this song under false pretenses, a practice called Rickrolling.
Oh, I love that song too.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't even know that's who they were talking about.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just read that one. And I read that one earlier about the Evil Dead, how it's based off of that. Shot entirely on location in West Auckland in 20 days, with many scenes only having one take.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. When Zach enters the garage for the first time, he was scripted to say ladies, but Jason Howden told him to simply spit instead and gave no warning to the other actors. So that's a genuine look of disgust on Sam Berkeley and Dan Cresswell's faces. Tim Foley was initially cast because he already had his own severed head from a previous project. Happily, he also turned into a solid actor too.
Oh, nice.
So random. Kimberly Crossman said she enjoyed the script and character so much she paid for her own flights from Los Angeles to New Zealand to work on the film. She also didn't mind performing her first nude scene, but said it helped that it was only her on set with a small crew. They then edited it into the shots of Milo Cawthorn's to make it seem like she was topless in front of him. She admitted that if she had been required to expose her breasts with him there, she may have chickened out.
I forgot she was even nude in this movie.
Yeah.
I totally
It's
forgot.
brief.
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. In early 2016, Walmart refused to sell the movie with the title DEATHGASM and renamed it to a more acceptable title, Heavy Metal Apocalypse.
Which also works.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The film won the 2013 Make My Horror Movie Contest. We already talked about that. And Jason Lee Howden said he took inspiration from his teenage years, in which he was a social outcast and fan of heavy metal music.
It's always good when you do that with movies. Yeah.
And that's all the fun facts.
Well, those are some fun facts.
Yeah, so next week's episode is a Patreon party. We've got 4 people joining us, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to double confirm.
Yeah, it could be 3, could be 4.
Could be all 6.
It won't be.
No, I know.
No, Miki's moving.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a new house, so. We're doing, how do I name this topic? I'm going to name it, Is It Horror? ? I think.
That's what I was going to put.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
So we're basically going to all come up with a top 3 list. Only 3 because there's like 6 of us talking in this episode, so it would just be way too long. So top 3 list of movies that could be horror, could be not, could be debatable if it's horror or not. Like if it's a thriller that you think could go horror, then like it's just going to be a debate episode of movies.
Yeah.
So we're all going to come up with a list.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So that's next week.
There will be no news or trailers.
Yeah, we'll skip that just because of the amount of people.
Yeah, maybe no physical media pickups. We'll just do what you've been watching.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's that. You want to plug our account?
Sure.
And our YouTube channel?
Yes, I already thought about it. We are Our Life in Horror. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And you can also follow us on Patreon, where we do bonus episodes, after hours episodes. We do polls. You guys can pick what movie you want the listeners to listen to. That sounded good.
Sometimes they do a poll for their bonus episodes too.
Yes.
We haven't done one in a little bit, but
Yeah. And we are also on YouTube now, where we're gonna be figuring out what we're doing. Essentially.
So bear with us.
Yes. We're gonna be taking it slow and we're gonna have fun with it, but yes, bear with us.
Yeah. We're gonna put our weekly episodes for the podcast up on there too, just with a little logo. So if you feel like listening to it on YouTube, if that's your preferred
Listening spot.
Yeah, then you can find us there too.
Yeah.
So please subscribe.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Like, share, subscribe. Click comment on the video down below. I don't have a thumb, man. I don't know what to say.
Just don't say we suck because we know we do.
Yeah.
Also, we're doing a watch party.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about that quick. We're going to do a watch party on Discord March 8th, 7 p.m. EST.
I believe that's what you said.
Yeah, it's a Friday night. We've got a few people interested already. Our friend Matt from Surreal Studios has been bugging us to do one for a while. We've been talking about this with our Patreons since last year.
Yeah, we've been trying to set one up.
I just have not been able to figure out how to stream a movie, but I figured it out on Discord. So it's my first time doing it, hosting. So bear with me if anything fucks up.
I'm gonna go on video.
Anyone can go on video. I think I'm gonna tell everyone to mute their voices though, and we just text. Because then they can watch the movie. Like, you're all going to overpower the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can text.
Okay.
And then you can be on video and, like, do whatever. Don't get naked.
No, I will not be getting naked.
For anyone, don't get naked. But yeah, we've got some people interested already. I'm probably going to have to put out, like, a disclaimer. Like, please, no harassment or bullying.
Getting naked.
Or getting naked, or you're going to get kicked out. But we're going to watch Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's everything.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks.
Stay spooky.